Come here, Jack. Come here, Jackie. Come here. Come here. You good old boy, you, huh? You like to play, don't you? Huh? You like to play, huh? You like to play, you big ape. You're an ape. You're a monstrosity. You're a monstrosity. All right, slow down. Slow it down. Slow it down. See your buddies down there. Oh, let's walk down here to Jim's. It's Jim's place. That rain was awful needed. We got past a day or so. Really made that corn spruce up. Need about 2 more of those. Got to put her in the shade. Once it gets in the shade, basically from then on, he can live off of good heavy dews. To some degree. To some degree. See where Jim got his county cover put in. I think he's done a good job. Packed real good. Seems to be. That's a good old tree right there. Probably take 3 men, get your arms all the way around it. I figure it's probably over 100 years old. Maybe 120. My granddaddy, he was born in 1900. I figure he's probably about 20, probably about 35 when we planted that tree. Year 2026. You do the math. How old the tree is. Because that was one of the cornerstone trees. We planted a whole bunch of other trees down there, oak trees, but Melvin Hill bulldozed all them down. I don't know why. Of course, there were trees all the way up and down through here, and half of that right there was nothing but a forest when we first moved down here. They done cleared out a bunch of that stuff. Done a remarkable job. Absolutely remarkable. In what the agriculture conservationist people can do. They set their mind to it. I don't know what they're going to do about all these rivers and all these lakes going dry. They don't figure out something pretty quick, they're going to be in big trouble. And that's whenever people in the countryside down in here don't have to worry about seeing a bunch of people coming out in this area that we don't really welcome. But then again, these farmers, if they're going to irrigate heavily, which it looks like they've already got their finger on the trigger pertaining to having all the irrigation systems already out, it's probably just a matter of time before people are going to start having trouble with their well water. Especially if we don't get adequate rain from now until midsummer, because we're already in a water deficit. Big time. We're not necessarily in a drought, but you can tell You get out here and you get to work in this ground. Well, you can see right over there. See how dry it is right there? See how dry it is up on top of the hillside? And that's less than 24 hours since it come a good rain. Probably inch rain, I'm thinking. So it'd take a slow simmering 3 to 5 day rain to get the rain deficit to put the nutrients back into the ground like it ought to be. It's going up this way. Jack! Come on. Come on, Jackie. Come on, Jackie Spanky. Even Melvin made enough Melvin beans start coming up. See 1 or 2 sticking their heads out. See? That's beans. Those are beans coming up. The rain's enough. Get them up. And you know, these farmers, they really jumped on these fields quick this year, which was totally opposite last year. I mean, they were trying to put the crops in last year, but it kept raining. And some of these farmers was having to plant in nothing but mud, trying to get the crops in before it was too late. And then, my God, when it did dry up, boom, bam, pew, just like that. It's like cut off the spigot. It's like cut off your spigot. And then we fell into a heavy drought in the midsummer. Well, if we're already approaching a drought right now, especially down in Georgia, South Carolina, places up in Appalachian Mountains, down towards Florida, Okeechobee, places like that, we're already seeing major fires out east. It looks like the El Nino is going to have an effect more so this year on the East Coast than it will on the West Coast. Now, that's just my line of thinking. It could change. It could always change. But I'm just saying, these towns and these counties need to be careful when it comes to putting out burn bans, because I guarantee you it ain't going to take much for it to get drier than a popcorn fart, as my grandpa used to always say. He always tell us boys, it's drier than a popcorn fart. We used to always say, what the heck's a popcorn fart? Well, if you let it get dry enough, you'll figure it out. Come on, Jack. Jack, come on. Hard-headed dog. Here he comes. You done wore yourself out, boy. You done wore yourself out, boy. You done wore yourself out, boy. There's my neighbors. There's my neighbors over there. They waved at me and said hello. That's awful good of them. Come on, Jack. Get your tail over here, Jack. Come on. Or I'll beat you after that. Come on. You know I ain't gonna hurt that dog. I'd rather be hurt than hurt that dog. Or any animal as far as that goes. The way we was raised out here in the country, you can take advantage of nothing like that unless you're gonna eat it. Unless you're just doing it like Bill Dance, catching them, just throw them back in, just say you caught it. I never see a whole lot of fun in doing that. I guess it would have been if someone gonna pay me $50,000 to win the big bass tournament, which they got that going on right now a bunch over on the Tennessee River, and probably other places down in Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina, Georgia. Certain times of the year, you got to go through the window of opportunity, and then after that, the water gets so hot, either the fish quit biting or you'll be so miserable once you get out there on the water, you won't stay out there long, it'll cook you. So you got a certain window of opportunity of going through and catching it just right whenever they're spawning, especially crappie, stuff like that, bluegill. Catch them when they're spawning, that way you have a better chance on catching. I remember planting this field right here, 1,000 slips of tomatoes, or having 2 or 3 acres of okra, or having 4 or 5 acres of sweet corn. Man, whenever it come to truck patching, we was constantly taking things up to Aiken Porter, up in Greenfield, in little 5/8, 3/4 baskets. Got to where we'd work around him, set you on the sweet corn, and take him loads of sweet corn down there at Memphis. Man, we'd rack up on the sweet corn. I mean, we'd rack up on it. Back then, we'd be lucky to get, for one of them little bushels, say okra, we'd be lucky to get $4 or $6 a bushel. Now they probably get more like $40 to $60 a bushel. Here's the pond out here that my grandfather and my great-grandfather dug. Hopefully I get out here soon enough that the telephone won't kick off. Come on, Jack! It's done dried up, the levee done broke. I just want to show my viewers what it looked like out here. See? God only knows how many times I've been swimming in this pond. Well, ain't no telling how many neighbors out here. Yep. Remember one time I almost cut my foot off out here swimming. Felt just like something hot hit my foot. Cut the top of my foot. Right there where your ligaments are, works your toes. And I think I had to have something like 40 stitches. Because they had to sew the inside and the outside. Well, I hope I don't run up on no daggone water moccasin out here. A rattlesnake. Anyways, I guarantee you that right there is soft. Over in that area where the levee broke. And of course out here in 1988 on the other side, back over in that area right there was whenever I was fishing on my birthday. And that's whenever the angels of God started coming down, placing thorns into my head. Giving me a crown. The first one I thought I was imagining stuff. The second one, it scared me to death to the point I dropped my pole, started running, tripped over the fence, almost broke my neck. The truck was parked back over here where the old home place is. And as I was got in the truck, driving, going toward Kenton, the angels was still coming down now. You'd feel a zip. Wait a few minutes, you feel a zip. Wait a few minutes, feel a zip. By the time I got to my grandmother's house, I was so spiritually exhausted, I fell out of the truck. My grandmother and my mother was out on the porch swinging, and they thought that I had been drinking. My mama come out there and said, Dennis, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And I looked up at her, I said, me and Jesus are laughing. She goes, what are you laughing at? She goes, we're laughing because Slewfoot, the devil, is defeated, and he's a liar, and the father of all liars. She looked at me, she goes, oh, come on. Come in the house. It's time you go to bed. Well, I wasn't drinking. I hadn't been doing no drugs. Wasn't smoking nothing. I was been fasting, praying, been doing my autobiography on 9 cassette tapes and finishing it off. They're on the latter end of it. But anyways, that's where it all began, right over there, on that bank over there. Good luck to all of us. God bless America. God bless our troops. And God bless our endeavors, so which way that we go from here. Come on, Jack. I don't need you to get stung out here with a daggum bit out here with a daggum water moccasin and it caused part of your leg to rot off. Come on, let's get out of here before we get bit. Have to take you to the vet and have $1,000, $2,000 vet bill. Something like that would have happened. That's one reason why I don't let him just run out here. Because, I mean, whenever you're out here in the country, you're prone to anything happening. Be a possum, raccoon, done caught the rabies. All it has to do is bite your animal, your pet one time, cat or dog, next thing you know, it's got rabies, next thing you know, you got to put them down. People ain't never lived out in the country like this, they have no idea what we have to deal with. Of course, the people out in the country probably don't have no idea what they have to deal with people in the city. I wouldn't give you 2 cents living in the city. Guess it'd have to be a real nice city. People don't become too corrupt, too crazy, too mean, too ornery. As my grandpa used to say, he's ornery. What you got going on after Jack? Come on, huh? What you got? What you got, Jackie? What you got, Jack-o'-lantern? See, if my grandpa and my great-grandpa didn't build that levee toward building all that, you see how all that's grown up right there? Every bit of it? I guarantee you, this would probably have a gully in it right here. Probably 10, 15 feet deeper than what it is right now. And you see how deep it is right now. Probably what, 4 foot? Place is 6 foot deep. Depends on where you're at. And I guarantee you, see this trench right here? That's for marsh. That's what the halls over there are trying to prevent from all the real estate washing down the ditch line. Wind up going down the Obion River. Ain't no telling how much real estate in these areas is wound up going down the Obion River. Yep. Lots of it. Well, think about what's going down the Obion River. All them pesticides, Roundup, lasso, all them poisons, they go in right in that river too. Whenever you have big rains. And it takes the real estate with it, because it ain't just taking the dirt with it, it's taking chemicals along with it. Well, I remember out here, used to have it out here full of Milo. Man, this place would be covered up with doves. Dove season always open up first part of September. My God, there'd be 50 people out here shooting at birds. Shooting at the birds. I like doves. Doves and quail, they're good eating on doves and quail. Yeah, he ain't got too much wash. He's done pretty good. I thought he'd done real good. We're not having a whole lot of wash. Alright, I'm going to cut this off. Like I said, good luck to all of us. And God bless America. Shalom. See ya.